Hey y'all, what's up? So I'm out here in nature chilling. Well, in the front lawn, but it's still nature, right? And so I decided to come out here and talk to y'all about the black sheep. Alright, and so y'all already know how it is. The black sheep. The black sheep is seen by many as something so negative. But I want to tell y'all that it is the complete opposite. Like, the black sheep, to me, the black sheep is the powerhouse. Like, the black sheep is the powerful one. Although, like, possibly, growing up in your family, you might have felt like the outcast. You might have felt like you didn't align with everybody else, or the stuff that they had going on. It just didn't fit you. You know what I'm saying? But that's why it's so important for you to understand that the black sheep is something way more powerful than people give it credit for. All right. Growing up, I was considered a black sheep. I didn't really subscribe to anything that my caregivers had going on. I remember them trying to make me like really be a part of the church, and I was like, nah, I'm not into that. I just was a free spirit. You know what I mean? And I was just always different. I challenged everything. Like, anything they ever talked to me about, I challenged it. It didn't matter what it was. It could have been the amount of chocolate chips that go into a cookie. I challenged it. I can remember, having different types of disagreements with my grandma because I didn't agree to her dipping that snuff and stuff. So it was just like a lot of different things that, caused me to pretty much be the outcast of my family. But I always challenged everything. I always questioned everything. I wasn't the crowd's favorite growing up. A lot of the kids didn't even play with me. When we played mom and dad outside, like, what is it called? When you play family and you got the mom and the dad and then the babies and the pets, I was always like one of the pets. Like the guard dog or something. No one ever picked me to be the mom, or no one ever picked me to be one of the children. I was always like the guard dog. But I wasn't like, I was very different. Like, everybody in my family, they did music, they sung, they played instruments. I played instruments and I rapped, and I was like, I believe I was the first rapper in my family, but I always aspired to be different than everybody else. I always aspired to beat to the tune of my own drum. Like, that was just always my thing. And, I can remember the first time that I told my family that I could talk to spirits, because I told my grandma was the first person I told. I was, having a lucid dream at that time, and I was actually talking to spirits, but I was talking to spirits that had just passed, and she was like literally getting the call, and I'm talking to the spirits. So when I told her that I was talking to these spirits, my goodness, okay, they took me to the church. They tried to sage me. They tried to exercise, do the exorcism, that's what they try to do to me at the church. And I was like, man, like, all this, I ain't never telling nobody else about my dreams again, because they didn't understand me. And so I was just always the black sheep. So I joined the military. I got up out of there. I was like, I got to get away from this environment, because this environment is suppressing who I truly am. You know what I mean? So I just never looked back, even when I decided to leave, and I know people, they talked about me, they talked about me crazy. They still talk about me crazy now, because I don't subscribe to the norm. All right. I kind of chill with my own family and do my own thing, and I don't bother nobody, but being a black sheep, I'm telling you, it's a powerful thing. So if you were the black sheep, guess what? You were meant to be the black sheep. You were meant to lead the charge here. All right, because as you guys can see, we're moving into a new earth. And so you were meant to lead the charge into taking people pulling them up outside of that matrix and putting them on the other side, on the opposite side of the matrix, taking them up out of that, because we've been following systems, and as you can see, the systems that everyone has been following are failing. All right, the systems that everyone have been following or failing. The only system that is not failing is the system of understanding your higher self, understanding your higher purpose. All right. And so that is what we're trying to do. You were the black sheep because you were not a part of the matrix. You know what happens with sheep, right? Like, have y'all ever seen like how sheep move, how they maneuver? You know, it's a whole bunch of them, and they all, most of them white. You know, then you got like some dark ones, and the dark ones, the ones that the shepherd always have a hard time corralling together, right? And so, you know, but that one is the free thinker. That one's the one that say, hey, you know, I know they want me to go over here and eat this food, but it's way more food over there, right? You know, so why would I just limit myself to the food that they're allowing me to eat when all of them can stay here and eat the food, and I can go all the way over there and eat by myself and eat more than everybody else, you know? So that's how it is, like when you think about how sheep maneuver. And so that's how you were. You know, you were not the one that was gonna sit down and take crap. And even though, like, think about it like this, even though you might have grown up in like horrible circumstances, like you dealing with sexual abuse, dealing with drug abuse, dealing with alcohol, you name it, dealing with child abuse, like all kinds of traumas associated with your family, all that dysfunction. Although it was so much dysfunction going on, you were able to maintain your sanity and get up out of that mess. And that's because Spirit chose you. Spirit chose you to be one of their workers. Whatever type of position you have in this realm, in the spiritual realm, whether you are a light worker, earth angel, medium, whatever your talents are, whatever your mission is, Spirit chose you to be the person to do that. So this is what's going on. We are maneuvering into a new earth, right? We're moving into a new earth. We are transitioning. Things are changing. You know, systems are breaking down, and you are going to be part of that change. All right. So do not ever feel bad that you were the black sheep. All right. Embrace that ability. All right. Because look, now you're going to be a leader of others. All right. You're going to be the leader of others. And it's good that you already set the tone growing up, because now you don't have to worry about being a follower or being manipulated. You know, growing up, I noticed that my family used to try to manipulate the way that I thought. All right. And so now that I'm old, I'm like, dang, I'm really glad that I didn't let them get into my head about all the things that I was thinking, because here I am now. Here I am now, interacting with all these different spirits, you know, just doing some amazing things, getting to know my higher self, living in my purpose, and I'm just content. There's no frustration, there's no anger, there's no nothing, you know, breaking generational curses, releasing our family from trauma, bondage, and I'm even gonna cure this eye. Almost everybody in my family blind or one eye. I got the one eye, right? But I'm even gonna cure them of that, because that was my purpose. So black sheeps, if you are the black sheep of the family, you are the chosen one. You are the one that Spirit decided, like, hey, I'm gonna need you to help them get up out of that mess, because they so lost. You see what I'm saying? They so lost, and you gonna have to be the one to help them find themselves. So you stay thinking like that, and then they're gonna soon follow, because they're gonna be out there looking, and they're gonna be like, I wonder why that person's life is going so good. I wonder why his life is going so good. I wonder why her life is going so good. And then guess what? Next thing you know, you're gonna start seeing them doing making small adjustments. Like, maybe this ain't that bad, or maybe that ain't that bad, because that's how it usually works. You know, people see you changing, and so once they see you changing, then they begin small, minor changes. Yeah. So you were chosen. You were the chosen one. You were the chosen one. You were the one chose to lead your family up out of this crap. All right, up out of this crap that all of these generations and generations and generations following, you know, your grandparents and all that done got y'all into. All right, so that's pretty much it. Don't feel bad if you're a black sheep. Embrace it. I hope you guys like this content. I hope you guys like this video. I was just dropping something real quick before we drop these amazing readings that Spirit is giving me the downloads on for today. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, and peace.